I'm taping the session. So today we're going to have the third session of this task two. Remember, guys, that you have to take a screenshot of this encounter in order to complete your journal for this task. Well, now that we remember this, don't forget, please, to take the screenshot. And let's continue. Today we're going to talk about debating what is and some aspects that are very important to in order to debate any topic. So in here we're going to make emphasis on how to improve your debating skills. Okay. So debating will be your task three, but remember that we are developing task two. This is task two. Even though we are going to talk about debating, this session is for task two. Okay. And for task three, you have to participate in a debate session about a controversial issue. And also in week four, we will have an opportunity to prepare for a debate session. So remember that you have to subscribe for task three because task three is not the same as task two. So you already subscribed in the schedule for task three, guys? Are you listening, guys?
Sorry, teacher, I lost you for a moment. Can you repeat?
Okay, yes. Yes, the thing is that I was explaining that task three is not the same of the session that we are developing these weeks because task three is going to be a debate session and task two are the speaking session that we have been developing these weeks. So you have to subscribe for task three in order to develop that task. So I was asking you guys if you already subscribed for this task for the debating.
Yes. In my case, yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
had
Okay.
the debate the past Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. So Alejandra, she already had the debate session. I don't know if you want to share something about the debate session, Alejandra.
Esta mañana. Yes, teacher.
Mhm.
One moment, teacher.
Okay, okay. Okay, while Alejandra prepare some advice for you guys in order to develop your debate, let's continue with what do you think is debating? How could you define debating? Want to give me a definition of this?
Ya no le estoy escuchando bien.
Who's talking, Alejandra? Mm, I can't hear you, Alejandra.
Ay, no, yo no escucho bien.
Guys, can you hear Alejandra?
Voy a probar con unos manos libres para ver porque nada así por el audio así del computador no lo escucho bien.
Okay, Ale. Okay, so let's continue with this. Maria Paula, could you give us an opinion or a definition of debate? What do you think a debate is?
Okay, I
Okay.
think that debate is a space where we can share different opinions about a specific topic. And that's it.
Okay, Ale. But that's good. That's good. That's yeah. In a debate, we share our opinion, but it's different to a conversation because in a conversation we share our opinions. Just like that opinion, but in a debate you have to support your opinions or your arguments because you know that you can say I don't know, I think that Coca-Cola is bad for your health, but yeah, that's your opinion. But if you are in a debate, you have to give examples or references or statistics in order to prove your point, you know. It's not just giving an opinion. So you have to make a search, make a research of the topic that you want to debate in order to support all your opinions and your standpoints. Okay. Where are you, Anderson? What do you think a debate is?
Yes, I agree with you, and also I like to add that frequency frequently there are
Mhm.
two groups in a debate. Ones that goes
Yes.
wrong with the idea of the topic, and the ones who are against
Yeah.
the topic.
Against the opposite side.
Yeah, and
Yes, and that's the point. Everybody has a different opinion, but each group or each team must support those opinions in order to persuade the other team or to convince them that they are wrong and my team is right. You know, so that's why you have to show evidence or in order to prove your point.
yes, that's what you have to do in a debate to prove the
Yes,
idea or what you're talking about, the, and support this topic with good arguments that uh, shows them the other team that maybe they are not like like they haven't like a strong how can I say, like a strong
argument.
argument. Yes, that's the
Yes,
word,
that's it.
argument.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the thing. In the debate, we try to prove or to put our argument first than the other team. Yeah, because everybody has an opinion, but the thing that that happens in a debate is that everybody tries to defend his or her opinion, and we defend our opinion just giving evidence or examples or statistics or proof in order to prove that what we're saying is the right argument, you know.
Yes, that and that's why it's so important, like to know the topic or the, the topic that you are going to talk about, to 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 prove them or to support all your participation. The other day,
Yes.
I saw,
Yes.
and that's what most people didn't do. Like they try to refute arguments with opinion, and that's wrong.
Exactly. Because there is no anything supporting that opinion. Because when we give opinions, we are talking about we're talking from our own experience about any topic. But when you talk from your experience and your opinion, it doesn't prove the point, you know, because we need to bring evidence such as an famous example of that topic or known statistics that may be scientific release or something like that in order to prove your point, in order to show that you investigate about that topic and you have evidence to talk the way that you are talking about that topic. So Marisol, what do you think? What is your opinion about debating?
Hi everyone. Um,
Hi.
According with you, I think that the debate is a conversation between two or more people. Uh, um, in this conversation, their opinions uh, have been, I don't know, support with arguments. Um,
Yes, that's it. Yes.
some people are agree in
Mm.
a specific topic, and some people are
Against.
disagree. I don't know in
Yeah, this.
in a specific topic.
Yes. So wait, in here we defined a debate is an structured contest over an issue or policies. There are two sides, one supporting, that is the pro team, or one opposing, that is the con team. Who's talking?
Teacher, hola.
Yeah, Alejandra. Now we can hear you. Can you
Teacher,
hear Alejandra?
my opinion according test. Y- My opinion debate is by basado is base en a specific topic. There are the the one that the document or the one that para decir que alguien se opone. That,
So someone is against.
okay. Um, I think it has some advantage.
Yes.
And one of these and important is to speak in public. Um, Another important is to create arguments and you can speak estratégicamente. Ay, no, no sé cómo se dice estratégicamente.
Yeah, smartly or smartly.
Okay,
Smartly.
my opinion. The debate.
Yes. Yeah. You were talking about the advantage of debating, and one of the most important is that we are forced to speak or defend our standpoint or our point of view in public. Sometimes people don't to speak so much in public. We debate. So that is very important. We develop while we are debating because you have to defend your arguments and talking in public, speaking in public. Yeah. Okay, guys. So the structure of the debate will be the next one. In the in the debate, the tutor will not be the tutor like, as we are doing in the speaking sessions for task 2. In the debate, the tutor will be the moderator and is just going to introduce us the motion. So he's going to pay attention to your speech, but the tutor cannot take part of the debating because he's just a moderator. Okay. So each group, you know that we will have a pro group or a pro team and a con team. So each group will meet for 10 minutes to organize their argument and the order of intervention. Because well, it's better if you know your team before the debate in order to create a group or something like that to contextualize your arguments, your position, or to look for strategies to see the order of the speakers, the people who's going to start first, the second one, and the third one, because you have to show three positions. Oh well, the idea is that maybe each group have three members. So that's why each group will meet for 10 minutes to organize their arguments and the order of the intervention. So in these interventions, the first person in the pro team, as well in the con team, contextualize their position and start with the first argument of the team. So in this, the first person of each team will have 3 minutes, no more than that. So just 3 minutes because he's going to contextualize the position of the group about the motion, about the topic, and also he's going to give the first argument. Okay. So the second person and the third person in both teams continue. Each one starts one of from the pro team and then one from the con team, and like that until everybody expose their argument. But in these members will have just 2 minutes in order to expose their argument. Okay, so just the first one will have 3 minutes because he is going to contextualize the position of the group or the team. Yes. So the second and the third member of the team will have just 2 minutes to show or to expose their argument about the motion or the topic that you have or that you choose. So while everybody is giving the argument, the pro or the con team will have to be very attentive and paying attention to what the other person from the opposite side is saying in order to organize or to think of two questions for that person. So if you are 3 members in each group, each one of you have to make 2 questions to one person from the other team. So that's why you have to be very attentive and paying attention to what that person is saying in order to make a question with his arguments, you know, in order to review to make a review of that argument and make the question. Okay. So after that, yeah, when everybody expose their argument, you will have the moment in which. So in this part, you can include just your answer. Real is an argument to um, to make feel that the opinion that the other person is wrong. No? And in review, you can just make the question. But try to make two questions. The more that you participate, the better points you get. Okay. So after everything of this structure finish, you will have 1 minute to finish with a conclusion. The conclusion is not just one conclusion per group. The conclusion is one conclusion for each member of the people in the activity. So if there are 6 students in the activity um, between the pro team and the con team, each one of you will have 1 minute to give a conclusion about the topic or the activity. So I don't know if Alejandra can illustrate something about the debate that she has in order to share with his classmates.
Yes, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Are you listening to Alejandra, guys?
Bueno, una parte lo escuché intermitente, pero lo que le quiero decir es que, a ver,
In English.
okay, yes, teacher, it is like that as you explaining. Um, this was my debate. Mm, the teacher, the debate. Um, ¿Cómo digo para estar? These two group. The group, el con y pro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y
Which was your team?
yes, two team. Um, team pro y team con. My team
Con.
is con in the debate.
Okay. What was your topic?
Topic marihuana.
Okay.
Marijuana.
Okay. So you were in the con team.
The con. My
Okay.
team is a favor in illegal cannabis.
To legalize.
Legalize, sí. Yeah, cannabis.
Okay. Okay, guys. So this is an example or an illustrated example of the moments that you will have in the debate. So as I was telling you, we have here the moderator, uh, which is the who is the teacher who is going to be in the debate with you. So he will or she will share the motion or the topic that you already know, and you will have after the teacher, well, the moderator shows the motion, you will have 10 minutes in order to organize with your team the order of the participation. So who is going to be the first one, who is going to be the second one, and who is going to be the third one in each team. So after each of you finish with this part, then you will have a plural. Uh, uh, if you do one, you can have like more points. You know, you can have more points because you are participating and you are showing that you are paying attention to the opposite side. Because if you are paying attention to them, you can make a question about what they are saying in order to review their arguments. So that's why you have to be very attentive, paying attention of the opposite side. So when you finish with everything of these with these parts, the arguments and the question and answers, you will present a conclusion. Each one of you is going to present the conclusion. So the conclusion can be about the activity in general or the topic that you were debating. Okay. Do you have any question, guys?
No, teacher. That was
Okay.
exactly
It's
like
okay.
the debate was carry on in my group.
Okay. So, well, guys, there are some important aspects that you will have to consider in order to present very well your arguments and also to make you understand, you know, because it is necessary in order to make clear your argument. You have to speak clear and and show that you know the topic. Okay. So, okay, some things you can consider in order to make a good presentation of the topic or your argument are the reviewer. As I was telling you guys, the reviewer sometimes can be good or sometimes can be bad. It is good when you know that the arguments of your opposite side are weak, you know, are no strong. So if you can make a review out of that, that person cannot give more evidence of what he or she is saying, and is going to be bad for the opposite team. But if the other group is very well prepared and you make a weak review, the group can give you more evidence, more examples, and can be good for the opposite team if they are prepared. But if they are not prepared, uh, it will be good for your group, you know. So the idea is that you guys get ready with your topic and And also, if you are in the pro side, also try to investigate things that the other team could say in the content in order to be prepared to make questions. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So important skill for debate. The idea is that if you have the topic, don't go far away from the topic. Stand in your topic. So the information that you bring in the debate must be relevant to the topic. No, don't yeah, don't be far away from the topic, because if you go far away from the topic, you will speak about things that are not relevant to the topic or to the motion.
So
Also, yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me.
the screen and the half of the screen is gray. I don't know
Okay,
if
let me.
it's only my
Now
screen or
and now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good.
Uh, it's an aspect at the beginning is that bring or provide evidence and yeah, to come with your opinions, but not just your opinion, because a debate is not a friend conversation. A debate is a professional conversation in which you are defending a side of the topic. Okay, so you have to bring evidences or like references, samples, or investigations about that topic in order to provide why you are in the con team or in the pro team. Okay, so is your opinion is not enough. You have to bring evidence in order to support that opinion that you have about the topic. Okay, another important aspect is the voice. As I was telling you guys, you have to speak clearly in order to make understand, in order to your audience understand what you are saying. Yes, it is necessary, because if you are shy and you don't speak correctly or with a high voice, your audience can be confused about what you're saying, and that can be a little strange in order to make questions, to make a conclusion, to keep debating. So you have to speak clear. That's why you have to study, to prepare your vocabulary, to prepare if you are having problems with the pronunciation of any word, you have to practice the pronunciation of those words in order to make your speech clear. That's why I also tell you guys that also do your search about what the opposite team could say in order to prepare your vocabulary, because maybe the other team is saying a word in the bad way or in the with a bad pronunciation. So you can imagine what that people is saying, because you already search about some aspect that they could talk. So that's why I told you to get ready also with the con side or the pro side according to the team in which you are. Okay. Okay. Something very important is to be confident. You have to be confident. Don't speak fast just to finish quickly. but speak in a relaxed way in order to be clear. Yeah, it is necessary to be clear in this debate, because first your team and the con team, or the pro team, according in which team you are, needs to understand what you are saying, needs to understand your arguments. So I think that is better if you are relaxed in order to speak clearly, okay? To make you understand. Okay. Another thing that I recommend is, guys, to attack the arguments in order to defend yours. Don't attack the person, but the argument. Okay. Okay, guys. So in this material, there was an activity. Do you prepare something about the pro side or the con side according to the topics that were given in this activity?
Teacher, you're talking about to take a position in the two statements that they are in the final of the document.
Yes, yes. You had a team, and you do that.
Sorry, teacher, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was asking if you do that argument to share here with us according to the motion one, that was we should recognize Bitcoin as a legal currency, and the other one that was the possession of cannabis for medical use should be legalized. So those were the motion, and you had to choose like one side, and share with us the shares with us the argument that you have from these motions.
Okay, for motion one, for me, I
Mm-hmm.
think that that from my perspective, Bitcoin should be recognized as legal currency. It is now
Mm-hmm.
demonstrated that with the pass of the years uh, has made it strong and strong, and it's a good alternative to invest for a better future. That's what I think. And a lot of countries uh, is now taking as legal currency. In fact, like in
Mm-hmm.
Salvador, some cities in Brazil, Argentina, and Russia in this moment, and Ukraine has had some politics to adopt Bitcoin as the legal currency with these problems that they are having in this moment. And I think that it is it is the money of the future.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Well, you have the idea in this is to guide you or give you short feedback. So, okay, in this task, or this argument, you present a very well argument, but there is a lack of a specific example. So you were talking about El Salvador, Brazil, and a lot of countries, but you didn't do or point a specific example about what that country or why that country is legalizing or is using bitcoins as a legal currency in the country. So it would be better if you state an example of an specific of the specific topic that you were talking about in order to support the idea or your argument. You know, you can also refer to I don't know a statement that may be very important from the technological world has said about this topic. Maybe Bill Gates or Tesla, in order to give more support to your opinion, to your argument. Because remember that more than an opinion, this is an argument, and it has to be very well supported. Okay.
Oh, yes, yes, I understand you perfectly. But
Yeah.
in this moment, in this year, 2022, there's still people that think that Bitcoin is a scam. So it is difficult to prove or to give arguments based on studies or something. But the Bitcoin itself is a proof that there is the money of the future, because
Yes,
the way
but
that is composed, and that's what the actual the actual the actual I don't know how to say, the actual economy is afraid, because they had
yeah.
a control like a control modus operandi, for saying in some words. They had a plan. They have some now an structure of the economy, and that's
Okay.
what Bitcoin breaks, because Bitcoin gives to the people the opportunity to have their own money, not with a bank, not with another person giving or not giving value to his money.
Yes,
And
but pay attention. That's why you should decide consciously which side of the motion you will be part of, because sometimes we choose a part, but we think another thing related, but from the opposite side. But if you are in the pro, you have to be uh, centrate in the pro side, because if you say something that could help the other team, they will use your argument against your team. Okay, so you have to be strong and confident, but about your argument.
yeah, I
Okay.
understand that. But for me, that's a strategy, because I am like taking the other team like another
Mm-hmm.
topic, and I have more, like let's say, like more information to
Mm-hmm.
give them to the statement
When
that
they
I
add some.
that I was talking about, supposedly against Bitcoin. That's a good
Okay.
strategy for me, because they
Okay. Okay.
cannot use that to in the debate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, understand.
Okay.
Okay, who else makes his or her argument for this task about marijuana, cannabis?
Okay, teacher. I going to talk about the motion two, the possession of
Mhm.
cannabis for medicinal use should be
Medical, yeah.
legalized.
Okay. So
I
you are in the protein or the content?
I am agree
Okay.
be- because the different investigation or about the use of cannabis for medical
Mm-hmm.
uh, is uh, is a good argument for this motion because many people uh, can um, can benefit with this um, drug. I don't know. Uh, it's a good for many sick, uh, for many problems of health for many people. That's it.
Okay, so
It's okay.
uh, Marisol. Okay, Marisol. So remember that in your team you will have 3 minutes if you are the first one, or 2 minutes if you are the second person who is make his or her intervention. So try to prepare your argument to fit that time. Try to make an argument in which you speak during 2 minutes or during 3 minutes. So I give you this strategy or this this advice in your notebook. Try to write about your topic or the motion that you choose. uh, Make your research about that information, either if you are in the con or the protein, and write that information that you want to speak. So take yourself in a voice note in order to see or to check how long you speak about that topic. If you speak for more than 2 minutes, and you're not going to be the first person in the team, you know, in the order to talk, just short or summarize your argument in order to take 2 minutes, and don't be like you are looking for the words because you are not prepared. So you have to sound like you are prepared, and you know that you are what is the topic that you're talking about. Because if you start to talk like with pauses or moments in which you don't know how to pronounce the word or some or things like that, the content will will ask you something very or something difficult, and you won't be able to answer. So that's why you need to prepare your emotion, or to prepare your argument, to speak clearly about the topic or your argument in order to defend your argument. Okay.
Okay, teacher, I understand. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, and when you refer some specific investigation, it is better if you said Dr. Castro, or Dr. I don't know, the author or of an investigation, because if you said, as the investigation said, it's like you are not specifying um, which document you read to defend your argument. So it is better if you point in a specific way which document, or what person do you read in order to talk about the topic. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Who else wants to share his argument about the task? Remember that this is a way to prepare your argument for the topic that you choose for the debate. Okay, no more. Nobody else. Well, guys, another thing that I would like to tell you is try uh, try to listen your opponent, and don't interrupt the person while that person is talking and is using her or his 2 or 3 minutes, because it would be like a bad behavior, and your teacher or your moderator will be attentive of that, and it can give you less points. So it is better if you just pay attention, or if you need somebody to repeat something because the connection wasn't good, or you didn't hear very well. It's for that person to finish his or her argument and to talk.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, guys. So something that you want to say or ask, or anybody else wants to share his argument about the two motions that we have in this document.
Pues, well, just to add
Mm-hmm.
something to Marisol's statement about the use of cannabis for medical use, the use of cannabis for medical purpose. I think that it should be used because I have seen so many cases. Specifically, I remember one with a bad condition with the Parkinson illness, Parkinson condition. And after the person that I'm talking about could not take anything in his hands. They were just shaking, but in the worst case scenario. And after they give them the cannabis.
The treatment? The treatment with cannabis?
Okay. Like in, I don't know, if I'm not bad, it takes only like 2 or 3 minutes, and his hands just stopped shaking. That was like impressive for me. And he could take a glass of water and drink it for with his own body, his own hands. Something that was impossible for him before this treatment. So that's the case that I remember with the use of cannabis for medical purposes. But there are a lot of
yeah, of cases or examples that you can use. Yes, that's the thing, guys, that you use examples in order to support your argument, because remember, it is not just giving an opinion. You have to create an argument and support that argument in order to defend your team. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, guys, so I think
My
it's,
voice.
okay, it's, your debate is about cannabis?
No, it was like fairy tales, how affect children.
Okay, okay.
But
You have it on Wednesday, or you already had it?
no, I had it the last Wednesday.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, guys. So it was everything for today. So remember that we have another encounter on Wednesday, right?
Yes.
So be attentive, guys. Have a good night.
Okay, teacher. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Okay. Bye.